guys and welcome to TaylahTalk. Today I'm going to be giving you a story time video, but we're not going to do it in the traditional sense of story time. This is going to be like a multi-story story time. Today's theme with the story times is first time. So today I'm going to be giving you a couple of short stories about my first time with getting kissed and getting drunk and all those kind of fun things. I should just begin the story, shouldn't I? Let's get right to it. The first story time video I'm going to give you is my first kiss. My first kiss was not as romantic as a lot of other people have had, I'm sure, but not at all. Basically, it was with my neighbor's best friend who I personally had a crush on at the time. I was 14 maybe. I was like one of the last people to be kissed in my circle of friends, but I didn't care about that. I won't tell you his name, but he knows who he is. It happened one night. Me and my best friend at the time, my best friend was dating my neighbor. When we were younger, we used to sneak out of the house at 11 p.m. midnight and go hang out with him. And then this time his friend was sleeping over too, so we all snuck out and all hanging out. It was a little cool, chill group thing. I don't know. It was exciting as a 14-year-old. And yeah, we were playing Truth or Dare, and I was kind of hinting that I wanted to kiss him the whole night, because I'm not very subtle when it comes to gestures like that. I'm very just direct. I'm pretty sure it was my friend who was I dare you to kiss him. And I literally, without any hesitation, just leaned down and kissed him, because he was laying down. Because we're sitting in a circle, but he was laying down because it was late, so I'm guessing he was tired. But yeah, literally, just I'm like, okay. I've been given permission. And I just leaned down and kissed him, and it was just like a peck, and then I got up and we continued the game, and that was it. And I was like, well, that was disappointing. I remember looking around while we were playing the game going, I just had my first kiss and it was in front of everyone and it wasn't that great. Yeah, that was the story time of my first kiss. My advice to you is definitely just wait for the right time to kiss someone. Don't just kiss them because you want to. The next story is the first time I got drunk. I'm not sure if this is the story I'm going to tell is the very first time I got drunk, but it's the first time I can remember. And I was also 14. This was a good year. And it was for my current best friend Emily's 14th birthday party. It was a joint birthday party with one of our other friends, but it was at her house. And I remember she used to live in a really, really big house. The adults were invited to the party as well. So there was a lot of kids running around, but then there was a lot of adults. And the adults were out the back, with the barbecue where we're all meant to be. Partying, mingling, and I just remember there being alcohol all over the kitchen. I remember just the parents were going to town. They were yeah. And easily 50 bottles just chilling on the big giant kitchen top, just so many. I remember a couple of boys at the party would go and sneak some of the more empty bottles, while the adults weren't looking. They were essentially grabbing as many as they could slowly throughout the night, and then pouring all the little bits and pieces into one bottle with soft drink. I don't know what soft drink it was, but I remember it was a real dark, murky brown color. So I'm guessing they put Coke in it as well. But it did not look appetizing at all. I think what they used to call it, I think it was called a rocket. And back in my day, I'm not that old. They used to call it a rocket, where you just put everything together and you shake it and you're ta-da! And it's supposed to get you drunk really fast because you don't really know what percentage of alcohol is inside of it. But yeah, don't advise that at all. Don't recommend. Not at all. I was a very good kid. I didn't really drink too much until I turned 18. It just wasn't my thing until I turned 18. But definitely caught up since being 18. So basically everyone was sharing around the rocket and taking swigs. I could feel myself getting more and more buzzed, and I'm like, this is so weird. And I remember just tingling, and everyone else was slowly but surely getting more drunk, and I think it was more in my head that I was drunk, but I could have been drunk. At the time I just felt woo, because I've never been that intoxicated before. And I remember I was talking to a couple of guys. There was more guys than girls at this party for sure. And I remember talking to these couple of guys, and I took interest into one of them, but I didn't really like him or anything. I was just kind of not infatuated, but I just wanted to be around him. I was a weird kid, and I was just la la la, flirting around him. Nothing happened. We didn't kiss or nothing. Nothing happened. But then he wanted to leave. It was it's late, I'm gonna go home. And he called a taxi, I think, or maybe it was his mom. I don't remember. But all I remember is, but I partly was told this and then I partly remember it, was that he got inside the car and I didn't want him to leave. So So I was screaming out to the car, being like, insert name here, come back, insert name here, come back. They said that I ran down half of the street as the car drove away. And I'm like, was I thirsty? Like, what? I'm not really sure what happened there, but I don't know, I was told that I was just like, I was just going after him, like as if he would stop and get out, like what, Taylah, really, Taylah? The next first time story I'm going to talk to you about is my first date. Once again, not sure if this is my exact first date because I dated late. Like, I didn't start properly dating boys until I was like 17, 17, maybe even like late 16. Like, I just wasn't interested. It wasn't my thing. In high school, it was kind of hard for me to date because of like, I was bullied a lot and stuff. If you've been here for like longer than like 3 videos and you saw that high school video, that's kind of why I didn't date. This guy I met online, I feel like I'm going to do a whole video about online dating. Would that be cool? I don't know. Because I've been on a fair few online dates. Because I'm a naive piece of shit. I met up with him, we were going to see a movie. I think we were going to see Carrie, but it was the remake one. And with Chloe Montez. Love her. I remember we were at the movie theatre. The movie theatre is like a true story kind of thing. Like, you walk upstairs to go to the theatre. And we met downstairs. And he was like shaking. I remember walking up to him and he's like, hi. And I'm like, hi? Like, I wasn't expecting him to be so nervous. And I'm like, I'm nervous, but I'm like trying to be cool about it. Like, I'm not playing it. No, I'm like trying to, like, I'm playing it off like, oh yeah. But like, his like nervous energy is like freaking me out. I've got like this thing where I kind of feed off other people's emotions. So that's why I kind of enjoy being sober when I'm like with friends being drunk, because I still kind of feel drunk even though I'm not, because they're all like, woo, and then I feel like I need to be like, woo. I'm a weird individual. But yeah, back to the story. So because he was nervous, I was feeling nervous and I was just like, this is a horrible idea. What am I doing? And I just remember like the whole entire time, like getting tickets and getting food and snacks and stuff like that, he was just shaking. And like, but it's not like casual shake. He was like the popcorn was like, I was just like, you need to breathe. Like in through the mouth, out through the nose, like, whew. And it was just like very overwhelming. And even when we sat during the movie, he literally like when he conversed with me, it would be like this because he was so nervous. And I was like, far out. It was just like way too intense. And I'm like, I am no one like that particularly special. Like, why are you so like this? Like, what's happening? And then when the movie started, he literally sat like arms side by side and watched the movie. Like, he was like not touching her, not looking at her, still shaking. Like, but he's just like, and I was like, were you like dead to go on this date? Like, what the fuck? Like why are you so like, don't look at me, don't touch me, don't speak to me, I'm just gonna stand here shaking like a leaf. And I remember just sitting there next to him, just being like, is this what people are meant to do on dates? Like, and I tried to like converse with him, but it wasn't happening. And then after the movie, he was like, he kind of calmed down a little bit, but he was still like nervous. And he was like, do you want to go for coffee? And I was like, yeah. Because I'm like, I need to give this guy a chance because he must be nervous for a reason. Like, and we went and got coffee, which is like next to the theater. And the whole time he's like touching his coffee like this and like peeling the thing off. And he's just like, I was like, is he on something? Like what's happening? And yeah, he's just sitting there like peeling off his thing, just like shaking, like, like at this point I was just like, I'm gonna leave now. Like, yikes. And I remember when we parted ways, he was like, nice to meet you. And then we left, and it was during the time where I didn't drive or anything like that. I was probably like 16, 17, something like that. Or maybe I probably had my L's, but I couldn't like drive. And I remember being on the bus, and he messaged me, he's like, I had a great date, I had a great time, I can't wait to hang out with you again. And I'm like, what? Who? Me? And I like messaged him, and I'm like, were you okay on that date? He's like, I was, sorry, I was just extremely nervous. And I was like, yeah, I could tell. I was definitely looking at you like, are you okay, dude? Like, do I have to call someone? Like, yikes. It was just way too much for me, and we never went on another date. And the final story time I'm going to talk to you about today is my prom, or my formal, as we call it in Australia. We only really get one. Actually, no, we get 2, but I didn't go to my year 10 one. You get a year 10 one and a year 12 one, and I went to my year 12 one. Despite everything that happened in high school, God knows why I went. Like, this story should just be enough to be like, Taylah, why'd you go? I did what every girl did. I got the dress, and then I thought originally that I was going to be in a party bus with a group of friends, but they turned around and like disowned me like the second they found someone better to sit in the bus. Shock. But yeah, I had my dress, and then so my dad ended up dropping me off. Of course I didn't have a date because, you know, high school sucks. But I didn't really want a date anyway. At my school, it's not really a thing to take dates. Like, only like the real popular people take each other kind of thing. Like, no one else really, everyone just kind of goes in groups. And I feel like that's so much better. Like, I like got out of the car when I got to the formal. I looked like a wretched mess. Can we just, like, I don't know if I'm okay with uploading a photo, but if I am, I'll insert it somewhere here. I first of all wore a bright red dress that had a thing like this big off the shoulder, and it went down to my ankles, and it was cheap as fuck. And then I had my hair done like completely like a pageant kind of hair, which was ugly, and it wasn't even what I wanted, but it was just like I just wanted to get in and out of the thing as fast as possible. I had a fake tan done. Look at me, I'm not meant to be brown. I was starting to look like a different race, and I wasn't like me at all. Like, I was dressed like a completely different person, and I wasn't having a good time. I step out of the car, and everyone's like, wow, Taylah, you look so lovely. And I'm like, really don't feel lovely. But I got photos with people, and was like playing the whole like, I'm so happy to be here face. That's exactly what it looks like. And we went inside, and everyone else got an award, and I got nothing, which was sick. Literally every parent that was at that award part of the formal, because parents come to that bit and then they leave and then we party. Everyone that came to that commented on my shoes. I wore Converse underneath my dress because that is my style. That is so my style. I'll probably be wearing them if I ever get married one day. Like, I just love the idea of Converse on my feet. Like, they were sparkly Converse. Like, don't get me wrong, I glammed it up. They weren't just like black Chuck Taylors. They were like silver and sparkly, and I might have vlogged them before. I still have them. They're very like dirty now, but they were really nice and fresh. I really loved them, and everyone else did too. So Halloween, yeah, after that, we kind of went into the hall. They had like a all-you-can-eat kind of style dinner, which I thought was a bit cheap. But I mean, it made everyone else happy. I started feeling unwell during the award show, and I didn't feel well enough to eat when we sat down. Like, the way the formal works is that they're all broken up into tables, and essentially you and your friends sit at a table. But I didn't have friends, I had one friend, and I sat next to him, and then he sat next to like all these other people, and he's like talking to everyone, and I'm just like, having a great time. Started feeling unwell, and then when I was sitting down being ignored, I started feeling more unwell. So when it came time for dinner, I ate like a bread roll, and then everyone at the table had something to say about the fact that I was just eating a bread roll. They're like, Taylah has like an eating disorder, or Taylah has like fucking something, or something else and something else. Like, they were just finding reasons to talk about me, and like, of course I found this information out after the formal, but I was like, really guys? Really? Like, I even told them I wasn't feeling well when I was eating it. I was like, I just don't feel okay. Yeah, they were just like, she must have an eating disorder, why can't she eat in front of us? I didn't have an eating disorder during high school, but like, I wouldn't eat at recess or lunch at school just for, I knew that someone would say something while I was eating, because like, that's how fucked up high school is. Isn't that fucking stupid? Just, I'm not gonna get into it, but high school is dumb. Very, very dumb. But yeah, they all had just like something negative to say about it, and I was just like, whatever, like, I'm just so done with this bullshit. And I remember after dinner, they collected all our plates, and then I got up, and I was like, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom, because like, I just don't feel good. Maybe if I go to the bathroom, it'll like help. And I got to the bathroom, the second I opened the door, something in my body just switched. And I was like, whoa, I need to throw up. I like leg it to the bathroom, like to the stall, and I just threw up. And I was like, where is this coming from? Like, I never throw up, like, unless I'm like absolutely sick, that's when I throw up. And basically, as soon as that happened, I went from like a 10 out of 10 to like a -5 out of 10. I just like plummeted. I felt sick. I felt like just my whole body just like shut down, and I was having a fever, and it was like harder to breathe, and I was just like, just thinking about it, whew, I was just falling apart. It basically got to the point where within half an hour I was calling my dad going, hey, can you pick me up? I feel like shit. And he was like, are you sure? Because this is like a one-time thing. And I was like, yeah, trust me, I don't want to be here. People suck. Like, whatever's happening to my body sucks. I just want to go home and go to bed. And I basically just did that. I went home, and then the next day I woke up even more sick. And I went to the doctor, and it turns out I got bronchitis. So that was great. It must have been from someone inside the hair salon, because I was feeling fine before the hair salon, but I started slowly but surely getting worse and worse. I don't know if the stress brought it on, like the stress of being at the formal and just like being around all those people who don't really care for, let's be honest. But yeah, I ended up getting bronchitis, and the week after that was schoolies. If you want to know about my schoolies experience, you can comment down below. It really wasn't that exciting. But I mean, if you want to know about it, I'll tell you about it. That's all for this video. Give this video a thumbs up if you like this kind of short story times, because I'll make more. If you have any other first time idea story times that you want to know about, or just want to know my experience with it, comment down below, and I'll either reply or I'll make a video about it or something. If you come up with something good, I challenge you to. And please subscribe, because a lot of people who watch my videos are not subscribed, and I would really love you to come talk with me twice a week. Tuesdays and Thursdays, man. It's us. It's me and you, right?